Start. All right, guys, you guys to see something new. My name is AB. Welcome to the Fantasy Guyz, guys. Season 5, episode 12 of the Fantasy Guyz. Obviously, today we have a. You ready for a? We have a fantastic threesome here. All right, let's not forget. I'm going to introduce the guys behind the scenes here. Big little bro Yusuf T. You got big bro Mo T. I'm AB. And then our special guest that I don't get, I like to use Omar's lines too. I don't know if we can continue to call people guests when they've been on with us.
Intruder. I could go by intruder.
Yeah, guys, we have Ziad Elhady.
Thank you, guys.
Well, there you go. Thank you. All right, let me go over some of the stuff here, guys, because we do want to get into this show. We want to get into all the questions. We have a couple of topics we do want to cover here. Let me tell you guys how to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Apple, Spotify. It's OzMedia313. You guys, I wouldn't tell you guys can call in. You can call in. The number is different this week. It's 419-252-0152. And obviously our website, OzMedia313.com. We'll go over our sponsors here for the Fantasy Guyz. We have Juice Box, Holy Boli, Wingfellas, Beit Al Mocha, Chill Box, Malik Al Kebab, Hanley International Academy, The Family Doc, and GEE Preparatory Academy. All right, guys. You guys ready to get to, we're going to go and hit our first ad right now. Go ahead, Yusuf, give us our first ad. Let's go with, who do we say we're hitting first? Let's do Holy Boli.
Holy moly, you have to try out Holy Boli. Holy Boli is your go-to destination for vibrant bowls and delicious sandwiches. Everything they serve is 100% fresh, and they have halal options as well. Their mouth-watering bowls are always packed to the top, so you know you're getting the most bang for your buck. They currently have 2 locations in Detroit, and you can check out all their food on their website at www.myholyboli.com.
All right, first question of the day. I'm going to start off with Chumoti. Who has been the best rookie running back so far in the NFL?
There's been a couple, but one to me is starting to stand out, and that's Travion Henderson from the Patriots. I always liked him at Ohio State. In the past couple of weeks, he's just showing like why he got drafted as high as he did.
That didn't taste good coming out of your mouth, did it?
What?
Come running back
Hey,
out
yo.
of the Ohio State.
Oh.
That didn't taste good, did it?
Hey, yo.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm a realist, and Ohio State has running backs and mainly receivers come out of there. But Henderson, man, like I said, the past couple of weeks he's been doing well. He's been rushing the ball, and that's what Vrabel kind of, that's what he likes to do: run the ball, play defense. And I think he got a back that's doing that.
Well, I'm just glad he got an opportunity. I know a lot of people, fantasy-wise, Travion Henderson was one of those guys that, people were drafting, but Vrabel is he's kind of like an old-school coach, right? He's like, that veteran's going to play, that rookie's got to really earn his way.
Yeah.
Everybody was excited about that. It was a 99-yard, 100-yard kickoff return in the preseason. Travion Henderson had was clocked one of the fastest miles per hour during a run in the NFL season, during that preseason. I think right now, you guys, we're all going to say probably Travion Henderson due to the fact of the 3 touchdown output he just put on Thursday, what he did last week with an opportunity. I mean, the guy's got, 5 touchdowns in 2 games of gameplay. I think Judkins is doing pretty well too, another Ohio State Buckeye with opportunities, but he's also just kind of very touchdown dependent. I think Omarion Hampton probably would have been the top rookie running back before injury. I think he was in a great situation with the Chargers, with that offense. You know what I mean? The fact that they were passing the ball, they were very pass heavy, opened up a lot of running lanes for him. But that's kind of where I'm going. I mean, today we do have an opportunity to see like RJ Harvey, who's getting his first chance with Dobbins' injury. Ziad, what do you think?
So it's interesting when we asked this beginning of the season, everybody said it was going to be Genty with a bullet.
Genty.
You know what I mean? So that's the afterthought that he is today. You know what I mean? I think speaking of injuries, if it wasn't for an injury, Scatterbo, he was a very consistent guy. He was, and then just a good football head. I mean, literally, and it's ironic that. Didn't I call it that he was going to get hurt?
Yeah.
I said his days were numbered, and then the same week. I thought it was going to be a head, though.
Yeah, well, you thought it was going to be a different. You thought it was going to be.
I think everybody thought it was going to be a concussion, and then he ended up, losing his arm went the wrong way. So
I think it was his leg.
It was leg.
Oh, his leg. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Daniels. Yeah. I think recency bias. We're going to say Henderson. I mean, and he is in the lead, but. I don't know. Maybe when Amarian comes back, he makes it a little bit more, a little closer, and then you never know. Maybe Genty does. Honestly, this running back class hasn't been really that impressive this year.
Yeah, well, you guys bring up Hampton, and you're right. Hampton was struggling in the beginning, right? And like the Chargers lost, I think 2 or 3 key offensive linemen. So
yeah, like Joe
that would have sucked for him. And then going with Genty. I think if you put Genty in another team or a better offensive line, I think he'll be number 1 as far as rookies.
Yeah, I mean, you got to understand it is going to be basically off of the offensive scheme that these running backs are put in, right? The better, I guess, you were in college, right? The higher draft priority you were, you're going to a pretty crappy team if you think about it, right? Who's got the higher draft picks? But I mean, right now, I mean, I guess we got to go off the eye test. We got to go off what we've seen right in front of us as far as recent in the last 2 weeks. And Henderson really is sticking out.
It's razor thin right now because like all his productions the last couple weeks.
Yes,
so it's
he hasn't had the opportunity.
If you're saying right now, like today, like the season's over, yeah, I think he would be the guy today.
I mean, to me, the real question will be when Stevenson comes back.
Ramadre.
Ramadre Stevenson.
What happens?
Yeah, what happens exactly?
Yeah.
So if Henderson, did Henderson win that job or not?
I mean, he's won at least a 50-50 split, right? Even this is what I believe, right? And then listening to some analysts speak, the straight reporters from like the Patriots and whatnot. We know Vrabel he's like that old school coach, that veteran. Like he likes a veteran presence. He's not going to just because of one good game, he's not going to have his starter lose their job when, they're hurt or whatnot. I think Ramadre comes back, and I think Ramadre, they either do a drive-by-drive and go by the hot hand, right? To try to see who gets hot first. But I think that Travion throughout the rest of the fantasy season, for example, is a start. Like he's a start. He's going to get his touches. He's going to get his opportunities.
All right. I don't think they're going to walk back Henderson that much anymore. I mean, they see it. Now they're going to just kind of, run with it. No pun intended.
We're going to move on to the next one.
Oh.
Are we starting?
Oh, okay.
Oh, the way that sounded, I thought
not the question of the week.
I thought we were like that was going to
That's the loud 3 blaring ones. So that's a different one.
All right, guys. So we have another topic we want to discuss, and this one might be a little interesting. It'll be a little fun. Who's the most surprising and the most disappointing teams in the AFC and the NFC? Zia, let's start with you here. Let's start with surprising.
So surprising, I think the Seahawks, right? I mean, they're the top of the NFC. And, everybody talks Lions, Eagles, Green Bay. Nobody says Seahawks. And they win on the road. And that's like, it's a lot of road traveled for them. They're in Seattle. They're in the middle of nowhere. They're in that corner of the country right there where nobody's watching them. So, they're doing their thing over there, and they're doing it the right way. So I think that's the team to be afraid of.
What about the AFC? Most surprising team in the AFC?
AFC Steelers. I did not see. It was the circus of the offseason, right? And Aaron Rodgers. You never know. I mean, especially coming after the pause. especially after the whole Jets
He caught
situation.
himself.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see the success. Now they're starting to go back to their
Kind
90.
of fade a little bit.
Yeah, they're starting to go back to their 98 ways, but that division's up for grabs, right? You know, you never know. I mean, the disappointing team over there is the Ravens, but then they had injuries, so we'll see what happens. But I think right now the Steelers are the team.
Moti, most surprising team in the AFC and the NFC.
Yeah, I'm going to start with NFC, and I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers for me. Carolina Panthers, to me, they came into the year as everyone expected to be playing for the number 1 pick next year. You know, and I think right now they're in a 5-4 record, probably 1 game away from the wild card. You know, so they're pretty surprising to me so far. As far as AFC, I'm gonna go with the Chargers, and you know, for the simple fact that every good team actually builds their team starting with the line, and for them to lose those guys on the line and still, you know, saying win. I think they're 6-3 right now. You know,
Yeah, I think. That's a hell of a division that they're in.
Yeah, and to me, it's pretty impressive as far as them trying to, you know, keep the winning going, and you know, with those very important guys missing.
So I'm gonna agree with Ziad on the NFC. I think the Seattle Seahawks is probably the most surprising team. It's not that they haven't been good in the past couple of years, because they've been playoff bound. I just didn't think after the collapse Sam Darnold had in Minnesota last year to come to Seattle and do what he's doing in Seattle as he did to start last season with Minnesota. That's a surprise to me. And then that defense. Like, that defense is playing.
Like, you know, Mike McDonald, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, that defense is playing. Yeah, they're a surprise team in the NFC. My AFC surprise team is going to be the Indianapolis Colts. Like, Danny Dimes is Danny Dimes. If you think of Daniel Jones and you've been doing this for a long time, you're going to think of the Giants, and you're going to think of the hype, and you're just going to think of the failures, right? You're going to think of just those bottom finishes. You're just going to think how unhappy Saquon was. For Daniel Jones to go and take that job from Anthony Richardson, who I didn't think was that good anyhow, and to start off where they're at, they're what, like 8-2, leading the AFC. Mm-hmm. Like those two are my two surprise teams. So let me ask you this: we talked a bit about surprising. Talk about disappointing. We're gonna start Moti here. Moti, who's your most disappointing teams in the AFC and the NFC?
I'm gonna start off with the NFC again, and I'm gonna say the Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta
Falcons.
They're both birds.
They're both birds.
They're birds.
Hey, and they're both disappointing, by the way. But no, I'm gonna go with the Falcons because, you know, I had the Falcons winning their division this year. You know, I just felt like, you know, Penix, you know, being there at QB as he's gonna open up the offense, and you know, they have a solid defense. You know what I'm saying? So far though, they've been, you know, having disappointing losses. You know, close games. Not be able to finish, but you know, and that, to me, you have to blame the coach on that. When teams can't finish games, I blame the coach. I don't, whatever reason it is, you have to be able to finish games in the NFL. AFC, to be honest with you, the Kansas City Chiefs for me. You know, we thought that they were, you know, getting there, coming back, and then they lose, and you know, talking about that division, I was talking about the Chargers. You know, if they let the Chargers win that division,
well, Denver technically is number one in that division,
yeah,
8-2,
and
they're playing KC right now.
Yeah,
obviously.
So these are like big games for KC. I mean, you know, if they're not able to get the wild card, then, you know, I think.
I mean, you say that's disappointing. I'm not disappointed at that at all.
Yeah.
You know, their time.
Well, I'm saying to their standards.
I hear
yeah,
you.
To me,
I'm just making
yeah. To me, it's disappointing, especially if they don't make the playoffs. Then that's just the end of the dynasty right there.
Yeah. Do you think it's the end? Like, if they don't, you know, like, I mean, there's ebbs and flows. I mean, Brady's had.
And then,
you know what I mean?
But you got to make the playoffs. You got to make the playoffs at least.
I hear you. Okay.
You know?
All right. Fair enough.
Well, talk to us. Yeah. What is the most disappointing?
On the NFC side, I want to say the Vikings, right? I mean, again, not disappointed in them, but they are having a down season. I think a lot of people thought highly of them. They have a high-powered offense. The unproven was JJ right? But they have a very good defense, solid skill players, and they're just the Bears are outperforming them. You know what I mean? With the new coach, I think on the AFC side, and I know they've had injuries, but even when their players have come back, it's still not the same, right? I mean, I think with the Ravens, they're just dead last or close to last in defense, and that's their staple, right? And that's what we know them for. They're known for running and they're known for defense, and they're not doing half of it, and sometimes all of it. So, that's just weird. So, that's my picks.
Well, for me, it's going to be in the AFC. I'm going to have to say, I mean, injury or not, it's going to be Baltimore, like a Baltimore-Cincinnati, right? Cincinnati, Baltimore both had high hopes, high praises. Joe Burrow actually playing in the preseason, and the way that team finished, they wanted to get away from the slow start, and it took them a minute, but they got Joe Flacco. They're doing their thing. I think that they're disappointing being where they're at. And then in Baltimore, like I do agree with Kansas City, with you, Moti, with KC, but KC is, starting to stride back. You can say the same thing for Baltimore. It's just, again, having Pittsburgh on top of that division, having both those teams under 500 at this point of the season is super disappointing.
Right.
In my opinion.
The division, you guys are both saying, like KC, that division, and, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I thought the Chargers and Broncos were on their way up, and KC was just aging themselves out. They didn't really do anything to really improve much. They have Kelsey, who we don't know what's going on with him. And then that's it. I mean, Mahomes can only do so much. He can't play defense. I mean, he can't catch the ball. So,
but that's the thing.
I thought they were going to be the number 3 in their own division in the beginning of the season.
But would you say that their division got better because Mahomes is having an MVP type season? Like Mahomes,
he didn't start off that way this season. He was having a very pedestrian season at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
it was until the Lions game where he kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
oh no, he was quietly.
Yeah.
We think when we think of numbers, right, and when we pay attention, we're thinking fantasy. And quietly, he was quarterback.
He wasn't top 10. He wasn't
first,
top 10.
In the beginning, he wasn't. Probably now he is. Probably
maybe now.
5.
Yes.
I mean,
quietly up there.
Going back to their division, I picked the Chargers to win the division.
Right.
I didn't think Denver was gonna be number 2. But again, if KC doesn't make the playoffs, like
you picked Harbaugh, that's why.
No, it had nothing to do with Harbaugh.
You sure?
Well, a little bit.
Because I was,
the guy's a winner. What do you want from him?
100%.
I mean, but hold on, listen.
It takes him sometimes 8, 7, 9, 10 years, but he gets there.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. It's all about patience.
It's the destination, not the journey, not the destination.
Moti, Coach Moti over here.
Mm-hmm.
I know he does his homework. Like I know he knew that Denver's going to have one of the top defenses in the league coming in this year.
100%.
Yeah.
And he knew that Bo Nix was coming off of a very confident rookie season as quarterback, right? And they brought in some pieces, right? They tried to get.
That's why I picked them one. I picked them to win the division.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Yeah.
Moti did all that homework, but the fact that he just still sits here and talks about the Chargers. Right. And talks about it's because of Jim Harbaugh.
I mean, like Ziad said, Harbaugh's the winner, and then at least the way he won, he played eligible players.
I knew we were going to get into that. This is the big segue. Okay, Moti. Okay, we got a couple of minutes before we get to we got a couple other. We got one more thing really we have to talk about, but I think we can sneak this in. Omar T, we miss you. I know if you're watching this, just enjoy the show, man. Moti, talk to me. What's on your mind, man? There's something about vacated wins I'm hearing about. Something about here in the state of Michigan with MSU. Talk to me, man. What's on your mind?
I mean, to be honest with you,
this is the coach's corner with Moti.
It's on my mind, but to me, it's not on anybody else's minds, and that to me raises the question: You know, I mean, I know the Michigan brand is such a huge brand where, you know, if you want to get likes or ratings or, you know, people to tune in to what you got to say, you got to talk about the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? You know, this week, you know, it was some allegations and, you know, State got caught with some, you know, doing some things.
Some ineligible players.
Yeah,
They played some
yeah.
ineligible players.
So I'm refreshing my phone to see if it's a top story. It was the last. You know how
on the list.
The list.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
the last one.
So what are you upset about? Like,
I'm
just
upset,
come out and say it.
I'm upset about. To me, it's worse to play players that are not eligible than to allegedly, have the other teams play.
No, and I
The
understand
legal
that.
team got a hold of Moti. Good job.
You know what I'm saying?
But it seems like Ziad. It seems like he's upset that nobody's talking. It's not grabbing the headline.
I think the reason why, this is me speculating. Of course, we're not in the media. I mean, we just have our own little media. But I think it's because of the lack of success, probably.
Well, they had 15 wins in 4 years, and
Right.
those are the wins.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
That was
I
vacated.
thought it was 3 years. Now it's 4 years. 15
I mean, 15 divided by 4. What is that? 4 a year?
yeah.
Yeah. So I was just saying
it's not great, but
because of lack of success he was talking about. Go ahead.
yeah, that's what it is. It's a lack of success, and it's like, okay, they don't report on Wayne State's bad record.
Oh, by the
You know what I'm
way,
saying? Like,
Wayne State got blown out yesterday.
So there you go. They did.
Yeah, they did. Northern Michigan. There's actually a kid.
Yeah.
There's a kid.
Was that
kid
the
that I
story
follow
after the MSD story?
broke a high school, or not high school, broke a Division II record for Northern, 400 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. Dearborn High graduate Noah Dolbert, stud running back. Sorry, I had to check.
Good job,
No.
Noah.
So I mean, getting back to it, I think that it was MSU's. I don't think Mel Tucker. We haven't got enough information about Mel Tucker and the whole thing that happened there. There's a lot of questions. Of course, we're not in the courtrooms. We don't know what happened. I think that the boosters had their hand in a lot of what happened.
Hey, yo.
Right? I mean,
no pun intended.
No pun intended. I mean, right? I think that it's they're not trying to pay him that payout. They're finding everything to do show clause. I think it's really messy. I think if they didn't like what the way Tucker was coaching, then just fire him, pay him out, fire him. You're done with it. This is like it's a hangover, and it affected, Smith afterwards. I think it did, and it might affect the next one. Now it looks like if they fire Smith now, which I don't know if they can afford, they're going to be paying 3 coaches.
Yeah, I mean, also,
weird.
Yeah, it is. I also look at it like this. Who has younger brothers in here? You guys all have younger.
Well,
brothers.
just about it's
come
funny.
on,
It's funny.
we love Ahmad, man.
No, I know what he got.
No, we love
you. Are you a Michigan
Yes, I am a Michigan fan, but I love Umar though.
Yeah, we all do.
So what I was gonna say,
he built this empire,
But
guys. Let's be nice
say
to him,
is-
man.
isn't it your guys' job as the
Ahmad, remember me when I tried defending you. Go
I'm
ahead.
just saying, isn't it your guys' job as the big brother to protect the little brother?
Absolutely.
So when something like that happens, when a mistake happens, right, and your little brother goes out and he messes up,
Right.
you don't want to spread that. You don't want to spread that to the world, right?
I want Michigan State to succeed. I think, when you beat them and they're successful, it's better for us as U of M.
The state of Michigan. No.
Yes. You know what I mean? So same thing with, you want to beat a good Ohio State team. You want to go to, any Big Ten team. You want them to be.
I agree.
Because it looks good for our resume, so yeah.
And plus
I don't want MSU.
We got this battle with the SEC, who's a better conference.
Absolutely.
They are
I do.
so you can.
I agree with you. I agree.
You can see it right now.
Not in basketball though. Not in basketball.
In football, in
Yeah,
college
right.
football, the Big Ten and SEC biases are real. Like they're trying to push out any other conference. Right now, because I mean, it's going to turn into
it's arms race. They're collecting
super,
teams.
That's
Yeah.
and you can see what they're doing. And forget just with like Miami or the ACC, because the ACC is really not as strong as we should be, and we keep fumbling our opportunity.
Absolutely, I agree with
of
that.
showing up.
Yeah.
Any ACC team, including Notre Dame plays more of an ACC schedule, and
How
it's
they do.
they're ACC outside of football.
Right.
It's their exclusive NBC deal
right.
that they can't be part of a conference. They have to be independent. But even outside of them, I mean, it's all Big Ten, it's all SEC, and you're seeing it more and more.
Yeah, I mean, we could move on, but I do like the credit Michigan State on this one thing is they're trying to
Go ahead.
they're trying to avoid paying Mel Tucker. You brought up the Mel Tucker, you know, and they're trying to avoid paying him by having a reason to fire him. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you know, because they owe him that money. So I think
could Mel Tucker have been the guy?
I think it's a smart move.
Players on the field. Maybe that's why.
Hey,
that's why you couldn't find nothing online.
Hey, no matter what happens within the team, even though the coach is he knows about it or not, you are still to blame.
There's a thing. I'm sorry. There's a thing with CEOs. If you want to get rid of a CEO, you have something in their clause. It's called what is it called? It's called a morale clause. And a morale clause could be anything. It's a moving target. You could use it for anything. You know, like whatever was okay at this time of the, you know, in this era is not okay. You know, times evolve. So they have this thing called the morality clause, and it's basically a way to get fired.
Yeah.
You know, there you go.
All right, guys, listen. Let's go ahead and run off our next ad for our next sponsor for GE Preparatory.
GEE Preparatory Academy. You have a kid that wants to work but can't because they have to go to in-person classes? Sign them up for GEE Prep. You have a kid who plays travel sports and doesn't have time to attend in-person learning? Sign them up for GEE Prep. GEE promotes mastery of the 21st century skills, literacy, integration of technology, problem solving, and inquiry thinking. The GE mission focuses on what it considers to be essential character traits for the development of the whole child: respectful, responsible, tolerant, collaborative, creative, curious, empathetic, and ethical. It is the goal of GE to graduate students with the skills and character traits needed to be successful in college, work, and life. Online learning is the new way of learning. You can sign your kid up for GE Prep by going to their website at gee-edu.com.
All right, we're back. Listen, everybody that's tuned in right now, please go ahead, drop your questions. We're still going to answer your questions. Stay tuned. I mean, we're just kind of going over some of the criteria that we're going to go over, some of the questions that have been hot topics that we want to talk about here. But your starts and sits over here on TikTok and YouTube, please feel free. You know, be ready for the Wings Fellas question of the day. You know, we're going to be watching both YouTube and TikTok for whoever answers it first. So,
Omar Savage.
we have a call.
He's early.
Yeah, he didn't wait.
He said, I'm telling you guys, he heard what happened.
Hello.
He's like, shut it down.
Hello. Hold on. Oh, I got it. I think I got it on Bluetooth. Omar, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on 1 second. Hey, hold on 1 second. Hey. Stop what you're doing.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Hey.
He's stopping players from going to the field.
No, there's good ones, yeah. By the way, I appreciate the space. Hold on. Hey. There's a bunch of Eagles fans trying to jump Uncle Eddie right now.
Man.
What are you doing?
Hey, you got to protect them, man, at all costs.
No, I'm recording. I'm going to send you guys a video.
Oh, man. Oh, Cousin Salt and Cousin Kareem got the boys after Uncle Ed?
Hey, they are jumping him right now. He's getting stomped on the floor.
Oh, no,
not
not the Delaware boys.
Oh,
I'm
man.
trying to avoid eye contact.
Quick, show them Santa Claus so they can throw batteries at him.
That's right, guys.
Hey.
For you tuning in, Omar is in Philly. He is going to be at tonight's game supporting our Detroit Lions.
Let's go.
Omar right now is calling in. He's literally reporting live from Philly. Talk to us, Omar. What's going on?
It's windy. It's very windy. Do not start any kickers in Philadelphia this week. I'm telling you right now. All right? It's going to be a running game. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to score 2 touchdowns. These Philly fans, I swear to you guys, they are shook. They are a ticking time bomb. They are about to explode any week, and it's about to be to the hands of the Detroit Lions. We are going to win this game. They don't know what to expect. I'm telling you guys, I'm talking to these, all these random people on the streets and stuff, and they, you can just tell there's an uneasiness to them this season, and I think it has a lot to do with all the drama happening. So You know, we here, man. I'm here next to Uncle Eddie, man. I don't know if you, Uncle Eddie, want to say something, man.
Why you didn't help me?
The Eagles fans are scary.
Don't worry, Eddie.
That boy was
He'll wrap you up. Don't worry, Eddie.
Hey, here's Uncle Ed, man.
What's up, guys? I'm glad y'all kept the show going, man. We're watching y'all, and it's still the best show that I watch, man.
There you go.
Well,
How
that's
y'all
why
doing
we
today?
do it. We do it for guys like you, Ed.
Hey, I love the
Hey,
show, man. I'm
Eddie,
glad you guys-
congratulations on your win with Nash, man.
But
you know,
did
it's
he
nothing
win?
new, baby.
But did he win?
It was a photo finish, and
I don't know.
he gotta
Nash,
get drug.
Nash,
I think
Nash,
he got to get drug tested because I saw some PEDs after the race.
you guys got to give Nash his credit. Untied Timbos.
You guys don't know. You guys don't remember Prime Nash, by the way. He was a beast.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He was an athlete, but you know, in the beginning, I didn't take him as serious, but I had to let him know, little brother stepping up at the end. You know what I'm
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Hey,
so you guys,
always great to watch you guys, man. I'm glad to hear you guys.
you guys, what time you heading out to the game tonight?
Hey, I need to know projections of the game. You know what I'm saying? Well, what y'all think? Because I got a nice projection.
Well, with the new evidence right now of a lot of wind, we might have to go with the under. I'm taking the Lions to win by 6.
Hey, I got a score,
All right.
27-17.
Yo, that's crazy, Uncle Ed. I was thinking 27-10.
Wow.
27-17, late touchdown by Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley. Oh, I know I'm glad over there.
Hey, Jelly, hey, Uncle Ed had his breakfast early.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I haven't slept yet.
Oh, them Philly fans got you up all night.
Hey, we've been having a great time.
You know, I hear they pull the fire alarm in hotels, so be careful.
That was me.
This is him incriminating himself right now. Well, it's funny you called in because that's where we're at right now. Where the question we're at on the show, Uncle Ed, is who we got winning the NFC showdown tonight between the Eagles and the Lions and why. So, I mean, you said 27-17. Why?
Hey, the Lions run game is going to be running wild tonight. Lions defense is going to be eating some birds for dinner tonight.
Ooh.
Get ready for the show, baby.
Oh, we're excited, man. We're excited. Sunday night game. You got the whole world watching. You know what I mean? You ain't got no other games on. It's prime time.
I feel like the ratings are gonna be through the roof tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, just as long as it's not a Green Bay and Philly, like the Green Bay Philly.
That was-
matchup.
No, we're different. I'm
that
telling you,
was
man.
ugly.
Lions bring ratings, guys. Lions.
That's
Like-
why we're on a lot of primetime
Yes,
games.
yes.
People. We can't. We don't play 1 o'clock anymore.
Philly's on a lot of primetime games. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
defending Super Bowl champs.
Right.
They deserve it, but I mean, they're on a lot of primetime games.
Well, there's a lot of drama in their
Yeah.
locker room, but they
Yeah.
thrive on that stuff. So
They
they're
should have
different.
traded AJ Brown, man.
Why?
Buffalo could have used.
You-
He don't want to be there.
It's chemistry that works. He hasn't want to be there for the past 3 years.
Uncle Ed, man. Appreciate you on the phone call, man. By the way, I had you winning yesterday. I know what you did. You always,
Oh boy.
you always been a smart runner.
Oh,
you know,
smart runner.
not the fastest runner, but a smart runner.
But we need to investigate.
You take good angles, and I seen the angle you took up the stairs. All right, and I seen the lunge at the end. That's why I got you by a fingernail.
A
Hey,
fingernail.
listen, he went to the bathroom, but he told me yesterday it was the lunge. The lunge.
The 100% the
Oh,
lunge.
Nash had all the excuses after the race, man. I had
Yeah.
the Timbs, I had the
Oh,
lunge,
man.
the wind, everything.
Your turn, Omar. Since we got you on the phone, not to cut you off, I need to know because you called in perfect timing, my man. You're down there.
Watching, so I was actually timing it perfectly.
All right, yeah, you're down there. You're in Philly. You know what I mean? We got the primetime game tonight. You know, big NFC showdown. Who do you got winning and why?
Yeah, I got the Lions, man. I think the Lions win. I mean, the weather is supposed to clear up by the time nighttime comes, but it's windy and rainy right now. But it should not be rainy by the time nighttime comes. So, originally my score, and then knowing all these injuries that are happening, but the Lions are going to win this game, man. And I see like a 31-21 final score. I see us controlling the game. the Eagles might get a
lot of
little bit of
scoring.
momentum.
I don't
Yeah,
see it,
I-
guys. Even with
yeah,
the
I
weather.
mean-
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Omar.
Yeah, no, that's okay. No, I mean, that's really it. I mean, that's what I got, and I feel like, a lot of the touchdowns might be, some whack touchdowns because of maybe, miscommunication on the field or whatever. But yeah, long story short, I see a 31-21, or I like Uncle Ed score 27-17.
Yeah.
Win for the Lions, man. I think we're gonna go in here and get this victory and, prove to the world that the Eagles are frauds and the Lions are here to, be the show that we are still one of the top teams in the NFC. You know what I'm saying?
No, I like it. I don't know. Like I said, the score. Ziad, go ahead.
No,
Tell us.
honestly, it's a race to 20 points. That's what I see it. And if the Lions can, because our offense is elite, crazy good. We have a Achilles heel, and that Achilles heel is our interior offensive line. And what's Philly's strength is their middle of their defense, the tackles, along with their secondary. So if we can get to that point, yeah, I see us. We could win. But man, I would not be surprised if we lost. But I'm gonna say like 21-13 Lions. Hopefully, right?
Wow. Okay. So you
Well-
don't see a lot of scoring.
No,
Well, I
I
mean-
don't. And then that's without weather. This is if it's played in a dome game, I see that happening.
So if we take, and I see what Ziad's saying, if we take the fact that we're fans, right, and we're from Detroit,
For sure.
and we're rooting for this team, and let's look at stats, right? So Jared Goff, home and away, we always talk about it. I know last week was different. He played very, very well in Washington, but his home and away stretches are completely different. Indoor, outdoor. You're talking about some weather, Omar, out there. You're telling us there's some weather, some wind. And Philly, got to give them their dues. They got a great defense. Like they have an amazing defense. We have an elite offense. I've always been a defensive guy myself personally, but I feel like the Lions do win today. But like I said, I'm not seeing a high score, and I'm not seeing a 10-point game. Right? I'm seeing 6, and that's a lot. So Philly's at home -2.5 as a line. Normally, your home team, because you're home, it's kind of they give you a 3-point swing.
Yes.
So it's almost like the Lions are favored by 0.5 point, which is a pick-em game. So the NFL knows, Vegas knows that this game is going to be close. And
Yeah.
the fact of the matter is the Lions are probably right at this moment a better team than the Eagles. Would I wish for a 30-13 blowout? Yeah. Expose the hell out of them Eagles.
Hey, let me just say this, guys, before I go too, because I'm gonna do a couple things. If this was a 4:25 game or a 1:00 game, I would have said the Eagles are gonna win this game.
Yeah.
But primetime game, Detroit Lions, they wake up
That's
for
true.
these games, and we are the only one playing. We know the country is watching. This is gonna be a top 5 game of the season. I feel like it's just gonna be a fun game, an exciting game. And the fact that it's a primetime game, I think that we just wake up for these games differently than would like a 1:00 or a 4:00 game. So believe it or not, I think us playing on Sunday night gives us the advantage, just because we feel like everyone's watching, which they will be. And so yeah, I give the Lions a slight edge, man. I mean, we'll see how this game goes. Hopefully we win, and we got to keep it rolling, man. And this being 7-3 at this part of the season will be a great victory for the team. But listen, guys, I gotta go. I was just
All right,
finishing up an email I was sending to the MSU administration office.
go.
There's a 5th ineligible player coming out soon, by the way. I just want to let you guys
By
know.
the way, yeah, we can't find any of the names, Omar. We'll have to wait for you to come back.
I think it was whoever won the foot race between Nash and Adnan. I mean, at this
Oh,
point, I mean,
yeah.
they need anybody.
Oh, wow.
Listen, we ain't trying to pay Mel, dog. We ain't trying to pay him. Any news is good news. All right?
All right,
All right,
Omar,
guys, I'll
be
take-
safe.
I'll
All
brother.
right, be safe out there. You guys enjoyed the game. Dress warm. Bundle up tonight, Omar.
But show your Lions pride though.
I mean, be careful. Let's not be
All
real.
day.
Philly's the nastiest fan
It's all right,
base
man. We
in the
Detroit, man.
entire-
We're
I don't
built
care who's
different.
watching. Philly's the
Hey.
nastiest fan base in the world, man.
So far, so good, man. We've been laughing with
Alhamdulillah.
him, clowning. We've been representing, alhamdulillah. But yeah, we'll talk, guys. Take it easy,
All
fellas.
right, brother.
All right, Omar.
I wanna
Let's
add I want to add a little bit to the game about as far as Lions game.
All right, we're still on that topic.
yeah,
I got a couple of minutes before we go over. I mean, got some questions here that we can get to on starts and sits. Guys, like I said, we're live on TikTok, live on YouTube, whatever platform you're watching us. You got 3 of the best here. I'm not going to BS, man. We know our stuff. So any type of advice you need, at least give yourselves a second opinion. Go ahead and ask. But go ahead, Moti.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just brought up something. He just said it's windy and it's a little rainy right now, right? And he was right about if they played like a 1 o'clock game or the 4:20, like those conditions would have played a factor into the field condition. But even though if it's windy and the field is still a little wet, and the both teams are gonna try to run the ball, I think that plays in favor to the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? You know, golf to me, I just don't trust them in those conditions. You know, I don't trust them in that, you know, that type of game.
So see, this is real Moti. Like, no, I'm saying we got our fanboys that we are, and our love for our teams, and what. But now we're gonna break it down. Keep going, Moti.
But that's the reason why, like I said, 27-10. Not knowing the conditions, that's why I like Uncle Eddie's score a lot more at 27-17.
But even with those conditions, are you seeing a lot of scoring? I mean, I have to go back and think about the Green Bay game. You have to go back and think, Green Bay's offense isn't that potent.
Yeah, but that was really bad coaching. There was some weird decisions there, I think, especially at the end of the game where they went for it. Honestly, at that point, you just go, play position. But there was some questionable coaching.
I mean, granted, it was 2 good defenses, right? Green Bay's defense is good, and then with the Micah Parsons trade, kind of bolstered up. And when you get a great player like that, I think it builds confidence in other players around him, right?
Yeah.
Like, man, we got this guy. You got your secondary thing, and man, this guy's gonna cause us. This guy's gonna get me a couple of interceptions this year, just a pass rush. What I'm saying is, and then we know what right. Philly did. Philly went in the trade deadline and bulked that already really good defense up even more. So
I do think that there is a motivating factor. There's numbers here. So if I saw this, I saw this on this data thing. If Eagles lose today, they go from 99% to 96% chance of making to the playoffs. Right, not much of a difference. But however, with the Lions, if they lose, they go from 91%, 94% to 79%. So there's a bigger swing there. So the Lions have more to play for.
Well, it's because the NFC East,
is a dumpster fire.
Unfortunately, right now is a dumpster, and the NFC North for now. What is it, Moti? The last 2 to 3 seasons have been strong.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. I mean, the Bears have won, come from behind, pulling games out. Are they 5-6? They're 5-3.
Yeah, but I think that the Bears are going to even. I think that honestly, I don't see them making the playoffs. I know.
They're in the hunt right now.
Yeah, I know. And the teams they're playing, it's a good schedule for them. I just don't see them making the playoffs. But going back to the Lions right quick, even our injuries, we're not fully healthy yet, AB. So that's going to play a little role.
Oh, absolutely. Our defense is still hurting.
Shout out to Rock Yassin, right?
Right.
Rock Yassin, a little story about him right quick. He lives in Hamtramck, and he studies and prays at a local mosque in Hamtramck. That's
nice.
Across street from the Den. I just found it out yesterday, and our guys at Hamtramck have interacted with him, and he have chilled at the Den with them before.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
welcome embrace. That's why I know we're not on that sport yet, and we're still in football, but I want mine.
What are you talking? I'm talking about the Lions.
I'm saying I wouldn't mind seeing Kyrie Irving come to Detroit and trade from the Mavericks, and bring that Muslim brother over. And
absolutely, man.
Let him indulge in this Dearborn, Detroit, Hamtramck culture that we have.
We would welcome him.
That's just what I'm trying to tell you.
We welcome everybody, though.
Well, 100%.
I don't want to go into,
No, we're not going to get into that, but we do. But I'm just saying that would be a great fit, right? Comfort level. Come on, baby.
Right.
Okay, so let me go to a couple of questions. Do we have anything else? You guys have any final thoughts you want to add to the Lions?
No. Let's go Lions. We'll go to the questions.
Yeah. All right, you know what? Before we get to you guys' questions, we're gonna run our last ad here. Who are we running, Yusuf?
Let's do the family doc.
And we're gonna do the family doc, guys. Sorry, I gotta ask Yusuf about these ads. Yeah, like
Yusuf,
I said,
Yusuf is our hero, man.
Hey, listen, I'm just a stand-in for Omar. I couldn't have done this without Big Little Bro, Yusuf
I've,
T here
I've
in the
always
background.
I've always said he's the greatest.
He is.
Yeah.
That's why we wanted to get him more on the show.
That's right.
The Family Doc. Founded in 2021, the Family Doc Clinic and Urgent Care provides comprehensive primary and urgent care services with a patient-centered approach. Their competitive advantage lies in delivering high-quality, flexible care with same-day appointments and walk-in options. So if you twisted your ankle while playing basketball, go to the Family Doc. Your baby has got a cold and you have no scheduled appointment? Go to the Family Doc. With 3 locations in Dearborn Heights, Hamtramck, and Allen Park, the Family Doc team can take care of you anywhere and anytime. So make sure you stop by the Family Doc, where they strive to make healthcare seamless, stress-free, and accessible when patients require it the most.
All right, guys, we're back. We're going to go ahead and answer some questions here. And if we get through these questions, what we'll do is we'll go through some individual games and talk about guys that you like to start and guys that you might sit throughout these games. All right, I know this is from the way beginning, so I'm scrolling back up here on TikTok. Mahmoud313, I'm thinking that's Mark.
Yep. Mark.
Yeah, Mark, what's up, baby? Yo. John Taylor, I got a question. We'll ask your question. I don't know if you asked it. All right, so we got one here. Do I start A.J. Brown or Adams? I know the Eagles game might be windy and Adams questionable.
Hey, let me tell you something. Devontae Adams is a every week start. You know, like he's not questionable anymore. He's expected to play. The Rams, what they do with him, they give him the veteran treatment.
Yeah, they get to
right.
all the red zone.
And no. I'm talking about during the week as far as practice. You know, and I'm a big fan of this, by the way. If I
we
was
talking
coaching,
practice?
Exactly. Like this is football compared to basketball. Like football, these guys need time for their body to heal.
Right.
So I give him that Wednesday day off. You know, I give him that Thursday day off, and I'll literally tell him take it easy during the week and just go through walkthroughs with us. You know, on Saturday before the game. So this is Devontae Adams' case. He's not hurt. He's gonna play. I'm playing Adams.
I agree with you. Sorry, I'm looking here. I noticed that the Dolphins were in the red zone here. Seems like it's a 13-13 tie in the 9:30 game, so we're almost at a 2-minute warning. But no, I do agree. I know why you would think why you would even consider A.J. Brown. The Lions play a lot of man defense, and that's kind of A.J. Brown's strong suit. He can destroy some man defense, and they're thinking and hoping that A.J. Brown has a good game today. I won't be surprised if the Eagles do force feed him the ball, but that doesn't mean anything. He can get 12 targets and still have only 2 receptions. So the safe play is Adams.
I think the safe and the smart play is Adams. A.J. Brown, they've shown that they can win without him. They don't care if he's angry or not. And we had meteorologist Ahmad call in and let us know that,
Ahmad Maddox.
Well, yeah, with Doppler 3000 over there, let us know that it's going to be a windy day. I would go with Adams with Stafford on his MVP run.
Yeah,
that's the way to go.
Hey, are we still hating on Stafford? Are you guys?
I never hated him. But he opened a park next to my childhood home. It used to be Lipke Park. Now it's Stafford Field. He fixed it up. He put millions in it. He's forever a hero.
Yeah. So I mean,
I love the guy.
I don't think
his wife is weird. I
think certain people, certain fans. It was never really the hate for Stafford. I just couldn't stand that when we went over there, and all of a sudden we turned into the Detroit Rams because
that's a little bit much.
Because we wanted Stafford to win the show. Like we were cheering for this other team.
I'm happy for him, but
I'm glad he came. He gave everything he had to the city of Detroit while he played here. I don't think it was his choice to leave. I think it was more of like we sent Verlander to Houston.
I think it was a mutual decision, and it was a mutual. It wasn't like Rodgers where it was a messy divorce. We got something out of it.
Yeah,
it was a win for both.
Oh yeah, we got.
You know what I'm saying?
We got the draft picks. Goff ended up.
To
the guy. We
he didn't do us dirty. We're fine.
All right, next one: Aaron Jones or Quentin Johnson.
Oh, this is a good one, man. Aaron Jones is starting to play all right. Quentin Johnson. I mean, if it's, I don't know, man.
I would go with Johnson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Johnson also.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm the flip side. I'm going Aaron Jones. I think they're gonna try to hide JJ. Minnesota is, and I think they're gonna really with Aaron Jones now healthy and coming back.
Right.
I think they're really gonna work him in. So you got 2 Johnsons and Aaron Jones. I have Jaden Higgins or Parker Washington.
Jaden Higgins.
Higgins.
Yeah,
He's the receiver in Houston, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
And who else?
Parker Washington, mind you, Brian Thomas Jr. is out today.
Yeah. I'm going Washington.
This is tough. Man, you're in a bad week. Washington, I guess, just because the numbers game.
No, I like Washington. Mind you, last week it would have been a bad game.
He's very touchdown dependent for a receiver, which is weird.
Well,
That's a running back thing.
He had the return touchdown, and then he had a touchdown after a penalty,
right?
Where Jacoby Myers should have had the touchdown. But in the weeks prior to that, Trevor Lawrence has been very comfortable throwing the ball to Parker Washington.
He has to. He has nobody else.
So in this matchup, even though Jaden Higgins going against Tennessee, you figure they think that they're weak. Tennessee's actually got a decent defense. I'm going Parker Washington. Okay, so Mac here is asking A.J. Brown and Zach Charbonnet for Keon Coleman and Brian Thomas Jr. I think he's asking us our advice
trade?
on the trade.
No, that's a horrible trade.
Yeah.
Is he getting Charbonnet and A.J. Brown?
It just says A.J.
No,
I think that was the question Mac wanted to ask. I got a question for you. I think this was the question. A.J. Brown and Charbonnet for Keon Coleman and